Hey, I wanted to try testing out sort of playing the game live like you would if you were streaming. So I thought it was a good opportunity to try out the Death Knight, see what's up with this class. I played around a little bit last night with this, and it's a ton of fun. Um, but unfortunately, yet again, Decky Recorder is just unreliable. Like I don't really understand what I'm doing wrong. I think that a lot of people just they are having the exact same issue. Um, so unfortunately, I think that sometimes that'll work and sometimes that won't work. But I did actually get the game audio playing through. Let's see if I dive to this damn boss that I always die to. I gotta watch out for his thing, his cast while I'm talking. Hopefully I can multitask, huh? But yeah, I finally got the game audio working. You should be able to hear it now. Whoops, gotta run away from that. Yeah, that's it's really unfortunate about Decky Recorder. I wish that Valve would just come out with something first party. Like it's such an obvious thing that people want to record their gameplay. Nvidia has that really cool feature where you can sort of like record the last 30 seconds of your gameplay. It'd be cool if the deck had that. It'd just be really nice if they prioritize sort of getting people to post content of them playing games on the deck, because it's just going to help people out. Oh, one thing I noticed while doing this is I do not have battle res figured out. That's going to be yeah. I don't think I'm going to do the whole Holy Paladin setup that I have with the other controller configuration. Also, I noticed that, man, I don't know if it's the non-Steam game thing or whatever, but God, the crashing is just, it's really annoying. Like, it's definitely not just only non-Steam games, because I had a Steam game crash, but if a game is like starting up, and you want to go into the Steam Deck OS options, like to check the audio or look at your battery life or something, you're just really risking a crash, and it's so frustrating that after what, a year and a half or a year or something of this thing being out in the market, they're having crashing issues like that. It's just really unfortunate. And then another thing is I noticed the other day that the left trigger is a little bit not mushy, but it's soft at the bottom, and the right trigger is not. And I was wondering, why is it like that? Did I break this somehow? And after looking at threads and Googling, the very first thing came up is that this is a common issue, and mine only being sort of bad seems to be on the better end of it. Some people's their triggers just don't work, so that really sucks. I'm not gonna RMA it. I don't think it doesn't not work, and some people RMA'd theirs and it came back worse, or they got a new deck and that deck was worse. So it looks like they're still ironing out the rough edges, but man, this thing is so close to just being absolutely incredible that I hope that by the next iteration of it, they've really figured out these kinks, because this thing, I'm really loving it. It's got a ton of potential, and that's with me, who somebody who just is very not good at, oh, this is not going to work. He doesn't know how to block these. Let's see if I can keep an eye on my stacks. Where are the stacks? Okay, so I have 14 now. He is not making it easy for me. Let's see. Can we do this way? I just wasted my obliteration window. This is not working out well. Yeah, this is bad. Oh, can we kill it before it kills us? I think this is intended to kill us. Let's see. Oh, sorry. It's apparently I'm not the best multitasker. It's been a long day. I'm buying a house and it's stressing me out. So that went well. But yeah, I think that Death Knight. One thing I am doing with Death Knight is you can see on my left D-pad where it's got the Abomination limb. I got from one of the DK's that does content, Bicep Pump. He mentioned that one thing you can do is to just macro all of your 2-minute off GCD cooldowns together, and that's what I do. Without that, it was getting a little hard to remember what to press, but I don't think it's a Steam Deck problem. I think that's something that DKs have been complaining about for quite a while problem. But I'm gonna upload a video of Blood DK probably tomorrow and see how that goes, because that might be a really fun tank actually to play on the Steam Deck. There's not a lot of targeted abilities. Death and Decay is a cool ability to just have macro to add player, and even if you didn't do it at player, one of the benefits of the Steam Deck cursor is you always know it's right in front of you. Where when you play with a mouse and keyboard, sometimes there's even weak ores that make it so that you could see your cursor when you're in combat. Always having it cast that cursor is actually kind of nice here. So maybe I won't macro it to add player, and I'll macro it to add cursor. This is another gimmick boss, I think so. All right, let's pop this. Let's not mess up our obliteration window. Pop my anti-magic zone. Pop that. This guy is absolutely blasting. This other DK. My Death Strike. I'm gonna pop my tank shield. He is not bringing it through the fire. I think he might be dead. Oof. He's got the okay, now we can damage it. This healer is stressed. Let's see. Also, a lot of people, their B button sticks, which that's another thing that I've seen people RMA about. So mine has stuck a couple times. It's not something unplayable, but that's one thing to also know that they can fail in the Steam Decks is the apparently the left bumper is the bad one that people are having issues with, and the B button. And I have had issues with both, and I did not. This is not a pre-order Steam Deck. This is the 64 gig for $399 version in America. And I did actually pre-order a Steam Deck and got it Q3, but I didn't pull the trigger. I canceled my pre-order just because I had a lot of life stuff going on at the time, and I wanted to focus on work and some money stuff I was doing. But now I'm officially a degenerate, and I have the Steam Deck, and it looks like the issue. Whoop! Am I dead? Healer? Do that. Maybe he's on the Steam Deck and he's testing out click casting. It is not working out, huh? I guess that's an inside joke to like 5 people, because I've talked about it on a couple of my other videos what my plans are for click casting with healers. I want to use one of the trackpads you can see in the bottom right here. This is a virtual menu, it's called, and it effectively turns your trackpad into whatever you want. It can be as many buttons as you want. It can be nested menus. There's all types of options for you. And my goal, if I could have it happen, is to emulate right and left click with 5 buttons here, and based on each one that I press, it will move the cursor to the associated party member on the left there and cast a healing spell on them, like click casting it on keyboard and mouse. Oh, we're going? Okay. That's cool. More to test out. This is the obliteration window thing. Oh, let's see, am I blasting? Is that my Death and Decay? I think so. It's hard to tell if it's mine, right? We're popping off. I'm gonna do glacial advance. I'm gonna stun here. Yeah. These look like they're not getting hurt. probably practice before I try to demo or spec, huh? That'd probably be a smart way to do it. Like, is this my Death and Decay? I don't know. Why aren't these taking damage? Obsidious? I'm just gonna tab target this guy. Boom. There we go. Alright, now we're blasting. Hell yeah. This other Frost Death Knight's beating me, huh? I've had a couple Frost Death Knights in these lower level heroics. I think maybe people are gearing it because they think it's gonna be really good. Is that the last boss? I can't remember with these dungeons. Looks like it is. Anyway, that was that. Let me know what you think. If you want me to configure your spec that you play and try it out and see how it runs in the Steam Deck, leave me a comment. I'd love to do that. Like I said in some of my other videos, the hard ones for me are going to be like Feral Druid, Discipline Police would be pretty hard. Any multi-dot class, Moonkin, or like I said, Feral, Affliction Warlock, Shadow Priest, those would be difficult, but maybe that'd be like a little fun test to see how bad it is or how good it is, and I'm just wrong. Hopefully I could figure out, maybe there's a way to upscale when I stream in 1080p like this. That'd be kind of nice. Like it looks really bad here, but I promise you on the screen, on the Steam Deck screen, let me see if I can configure this really fast and show you what it looks like in 720p, because it actually looks pretty sharp on the screen. So like imagine the Steam Deck screen is slightly smaller than this. Let's go like that. If I zoom in, how do I zoom in again? Oh, so that's how, there we go. You know, that doesn't look too bad, right? Like this looks pretty sharp. You know, maybe the text could be a little bit bigger. I think that there's some add-ons for that, but you know, this is not really an issue. This is as sharp as other games get on the Steam Deck. I really enjoy playing in handheld. Anyway, now I'm rambling, but yep, this is the video for today, and I plan on uploading, you know, 5 to 7 times a week. So keep a lookout and subscribe if you can, or if you're interested in this kind of content. I'd like to expand to other games and try out, you know, maybe some more obscure, difficult configurations of games that people don't normally play. So yeah, let me know in the comments.